Good morning, guys. What a crazy day yesterday. I mean, the manic for many was panic and selling or losing out of positions, whatever it may be. But here at my stock life, anyone that was in, we nailed puts all day long. Special shout out to Platinum Stacks for your amazing plays. And guys, the morning notes that are posted by him, they're his notes. He types them out, and it's a lot of work. And if you're somebody that's sharing those notes elsewhere, at least let him know or give him credit, right? Because they're for my stock life. A lot of work goes into it, and when somebody steals and you remove his watermarks for sharing the report, that's just going too low, right? That's stealing work. I mean, what kind of trading are you doing? I mean, you're a failure in life. You're probably losing a lot of money, right? But anyways, so yesterday we had an amazing day to the downside. Few things that I do want to cover. If you're long certain positions, your position sizing matters, right? I am long on some positions like Twitter, Jumia, and some other swings. And yes, I'm down on them. It's very transparent. But then I also made a lot of profits on many of my swing positions, right? At the end of the day, it's about how much am I up net. And because they're 2023, 2024, in the coming weeks and months, I can probably average down on them and strategically play them out, right? So position sizing is very important in this market. And yesterday was a very profitable day for all of us, or most. If you were in voice chat, if you followed what we're doing, we nailed SPY to the upside and then the entire wave down. These big moves only happen once in a while. They're not continuous that they keep happening. They happen sometimes, and if you're there at the right time and you catch them, there's a lot of money to be made, almost in anything that you short on these big levels. Yesterday, this morning, we did give you the 4600 will act as support initially, right? 46, 60, 40. So let's go on the, I'll go on the SPX first. Let's just see how this played out, right? Yesterday. So the high yesterday was here. So let's go on the 5-minute chart. This was all given to you level to level yesterday, right? And today we'll talk about levels again. The 4600 initially will act as, so here were the notes that were posted yesterday if you paid attention, right? So I'll just post them here. So we'll just go over what happened yesterday. So 4600 initially will act as a support. That's exactly what happened. And then above 4600, near the 4660, 4670 zone, right, which is right here, right above, sellers will be active. They were active way before that, 10 points before. And as soon as we saw weakness here, first we wrote this call site to the upside. And then here is where the puts were called at this zone, right? And then more were layered out here. And then more puts were called at this zone, right? Just like when there's more confirmation to the upside at higher prices, to the downside also, there's more confirmation playing to the downside as the levels break, okay? And then these, we mentioned that 47, 45, 70, 46, 50 was our first target, which was roughly right here, okay? And then below 45, 40, which is right here, a big flush almost near 4,500. What happens today? No idea, so let me just remove these. Remove my drawings here. Let's just go back on this chart on the daily time frame. The only thing I can say today, no one knows what the market is going to do. I have no idea what the market is going to do, but lately the way it's behaving is likely that we're probably going to flush much lower. All right, it's likely that we flush much lower on this. The only thing that you want to know, if we close, if we hold below yesterday's low. So yesterday's low here on it, and I'm looking at the SPX, by the way, not the ES. They're almost the same thing, but minor difference. On the SPX, the low is 45.10, and if, just know this, 45.10 hold under, and if we break 44.90, there's a good chance the flush is going to be bigger than yesterday. So if you think this move was big, then today might even be bigger. It's a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's something that you should know. As a trader, it's a possibility that you should know. So in case if you're somebody that's trying to catch a dip in this market, which is a very foolish thing to do, you might be right, but it's very foolish, right? Don't try to catch a dip. You will get slaughtered. All right, this is my, this move that I'm talking about, it comes once in a while. It's not there every time. The last time this happened was, we had some right here in 2020, October, September from last year, if you remember, if you were trading, right? And then we had obviously the COVID, the big dip right here. And then we go all the way back towards a few years again, right? I'm not saying something like this is going to happen. I really doubt it. I highly doubt something like this happens. But I do believe that we get a chance for a big dip around this zone, which is roughly 4,400, 4,300. It's a possibility that we can get this, All right, just know this in case if it does happen, so that you're prepared beforehand. All right, and if we and who knows, maybe they rip the market back up. Maybe they'll come up with some news and they rip it right back up. I have no idea. That's the reason the title today is level to level. Play the levels on SPX. Just know this one number. If 4490 breaks, we likely see much lower. That's all I can likely see much lower. Okay, just know this. If 4490 breaks, we likely see much lower. Qs, same thing. Even worse than S&P here. If this support breaks, we're likely going to see 372. That's another 13-point move. We likely, I think we see 380 today. Is very possible unless they decide to hold the market. Then maybe Friday, maybe sometime next week. But 380 is very likely is coming. Maybe today, maybe next week, maybe after 3 weeks. I have no idea, but I think it's coming. Now to cover some tickers that I wrote here for today. Microsoft, LB, great call. I was looking at some tech to short, and Microsoft was on our radar even when it was here. And then as soon as he jumped in puts, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me also look at it. And I love the play. I loved it. I think he's in a closer strike, which was up big. But on Microsoft, I'm just gonna give you guys one number. If it trades under 328.90, we likely see 320 coming days, or maybe it happens today alone. We're already up almost 100% on our puts. Today, do they take this up? I have no idea. So manage your position. I mean, this can easily be bought up. They can easily take this back to 340 and then maybe flush in the coming months. I have no idea. Or they maybe take it to highs. We're already up. However, if it trades under 328.90, we likely see 320. And 330 will be hard to hold underneath. If it holds 330, we likely see 334. 334 can be a zone again to play this to the downside towards 330. 334 is an opportunity, in my opinion, to go short again on Microsoft. If it gets through 334 and pulls through 334, then we likely see much more upside. Another way to play Microsoft can be, if you're very patient, these are trades that you look for. It goes to 334, it goes to 334, right, which is around here, and then it flushes through 330, then we likely see a very fast dip on Microsoft. All right, but if you're in puts, manage your position, and you'll do great. Tesla, this range has been sitting here from here, right? It was just something that I personally saw happening in Tesla, that we might chop around this zone. It just made sense to me, right? And the best way to play Tesla is just selling premium upside and downside right now. However, Tesla, I'll tell you guys one thing on this as well. If we break under 1070 and hold below, 900 is likely. Expected. Trust me, when these things fall, they go down fast. 900 is likely, not in 1,000. If it breaks below 1,070 and holds, is likely 900. 1,000 will be the next support. At 1,000, they'll try trapping some buyers, and then they'll flush it to 900. All right. To the upside, 1150 is hard. Above 1,200, we like to see upside. Between 1,070 and 1150 in this zone is nothing but a chop. All right. It's going to dance around this range. After 1 month, we'll come back to this chart. We're likely dancing around these levels again. All right. So if you're in Tesla, if you collected premium, congrats. Amazon. Great. We rode this entire ride up and we waited here, and then as soon as it failed to break levels, I alerted most of my sales on Amazon, especially short term. And then we tried playing it here also. We tried playing it here, but we took our break-even exits right away. Amazon does not look good right now unless tech rips, especially this week for now. For a confirmed trade on Amazon, I will repeat one more time. Set your alert at 3760. Maybe it happens this month, maybe it happens tomorrow, maybe it happens after 6 months, I have no idea. Similar to LRCX, how we call LRCX. Set your alerts at 3760, watch at 3765. As soon as it takes out 3775, we slowly scale into the upside. That's a confirmed trade, almost. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but that's the highest confirmation you can get when playing options on a certain stock, when you're watching levels. To the downside, if Amazon takes out 3,300 by any chance and we break below 3,200 this time, don't expect a bounce. I mean, we likely bounce off. I think we bounce, but if this breaks and the market is weak, there's 2,700 coming on Amazon, right? Just know this. These are things that you should know beforehand. So when it happens, you don't panic, right? The only time you will panic is when you're low on cash and you're all invested in the market. That's when you start selling in panic. While the people with cash, they're starting to buy those dips. All right. So you want to be a smart trader, investor, whatever you want to call yourself. At My Stock Life, we teach you almost like everything correct in my opinion, right? We've given you every scenario beforehand, anything that happens in the market. All right, a lot of research goes into it. We wake up early. I think this week, I personally haven't slept much. T doesn't sleep, um, right? And Boogie's also trying to stay up with us, right? He's doing great, right? and but a lot of you guys learning a lot of things very fast in this market. I wish I had this guidance back when I started, but so congrats if you pay attention and you're learning, and many of you are young and growing, and we're very happy to see that. Managing risk management is the most important thing you can learn in the stock market, and you can never go wrong. And Sahaj, my little brother, he's young in his in 20s, just like Yash, and he had his best day yesterday. In the down market, he had his best day. He had his best day in the market yesterday on this big red candle. And the funny thing is, he was managing risk, not going in heavy. On this big red candle, he had his best day, just playing levels to the upside and to the downside, right? But he puts in a lot of work, so congrats, Sahaj. I know you're listening. Google, same thing. This was also explained beforehand that 3000 is a very hard hold, and it's true. And Google, if this thing breaks down, if tech really breaks down, this is going to go fast to 2700 as well. This will see a 2700 path. This is all based on if we drop big in the markets, right? Because if we look at VIX right now, if we manage to hold above 30 today and we take out the high of yesterday, it's going to be fun. For us, it's not going to be painful. We're going to make money to a downside no matter what, or the upside. Whatever happens, we're going to catch it. Maybe we'll be playing calls all day, puts. We have no idea, but we're going to be on the right side. That's all I know. VIX, if it holds above 32 and it pokes above 32, there's a good chance it goes to 40. And if VIX goes to 40, now I don't cover this chart ever. I know LB covers it post-market with you guys, but I think today I felt like covering it. If it holds above 32 and if 40 comes on VIX, on SPY, you can expect another $10 flush today itself. All right, just letting you guys know. Facebook, very ugly. There's meta hype, but they tried it. It looks very ugly right now. If it cannot hold 310, this is the zone that Facebook's gonna come into, right here, which is all the way near 260. That's another 40, 50 points down. And this flush will be fast if it happens. Maybe today on most stocks, go down and rip right back up. I'm not trying to predict the market. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I do know I'm going to play level to level, and that gives me a good chance of being right. Okay. A lot of stocks have already crashed down. If you guys look at stocks like PayPal, right? I mean, and you look at the daily chart or the weekly chart, this stock was just trading at 310 not too long ago, just in July. It's at 179. PayPal's already down 40%. What if somebody told you, some of you guys that use PayPal, or even if somebody told me that, you know what, we're gonna be down 40% in 2 months, who would have believed? No one. People were trying to buy PayPal breakout right here, but it was unable to hold, which we teach you very well. A lot of people bought PayPal here, and ever since it's never looked back up, right? Square, same thing, is down from 290 to 190. Anything is possible in the market. Zoom, Microsoft announced something today, I believe the news just came out, that they're announcing a product similar to Zoom. They already had it, but now I think they're going to integrate it. Zoom is done. It's probably going to see 180 and much lower, right? And this is the same stock that went from 68 to 560. So all these people that made money on Zoom right here, most of them, hedge funds know what, they know what they're doing. But the retail traders that made money on Zoom here, they gave it all back right here. In fact, they probably gave back more than what they made here, and they're probably going to go in some. In their own troubles now. All right, DKNG, another stock, right? Unable to hold these levels. Look what happened. Came to 31 from 52. The stock was just at 75 bucks not too long ago, right? Anything is possible in the market space, right? This is like a VIX. It's just a very unstable stock, right? That's how you know that this stock is very unstable. It's good to just stay away from it for some years until they prove certain numbers, right? Costco, T absolutely nailed this yesterday. Congrats, he was already up by close, right? And Costco had their numbers yesterday for their monthly sales and whatnot. They missed on the expectations. Expectations were around 11%, I think, but they came around 10%. And Costco is trading low pre-market, right? If the sell-off is real, we likely see 500 on Costco today. And if anybody bought puts with T, those are going to go up 700, 800%. Right, so congrats. And however, this zone is also support. So in the first 5-10 minutes, they might trick you. They might take stocks green. They might do something, and the sell-off might happen later on. Nobody knows what's going to happen. The only thing we can say is just look at your account as a whole and play accordingly and manage profits, right? And bearish spreads were given to you beforehand on Costco on this weakness right here, right? And all you had to do was sell premium on top and just wait. That's it, right? Whatever you sell here, you keep all as long as it holds below these levels. And Costco likely going to stay here for a long time now, I think, because these stocks ran a lot, right? And if we get any more supply chain issues or disruptions, then they might see lower. But let's see. Walmart, 154, unable to get 154, right? How beautiful is that? We did not play it. 154 here. Set your alerts. Until then, no need to look at it, right? If 154 doesn't happen, then I will only buy Walmart right here, which is the 117 zone, right? Here's my first leap scale in, right here at 117 if that happens. 128, I'll see. Maybe this could be a zone 2, right? I'll monitor closely if it happens. If it chops around here, I don't want to get stuck in it, right? Then 154 comes. We have a confirmed trade similar to LRCX, right? We caught this trade. It was given to you guys throughout this entire chop. LRCX was given throughout this entire chop. The set your alert says 675. That's exactly what's going to happen with Amazon. When? I don't know. From 680, it is a likely confirmed trade to 700, right? And you know what? LRCX gave us that $20 trade. What it does now, I don't care. I had spreads. I was the first one to buy in. I made my profits. I took my profits. Right in front, we do this live, right? So similar, Walmart, Amazon, all these plays are setting up. When do they happen? I don't know. But today, be very careful trying to buy the dip. Don't be the person that buys the dip at the top, hoping for a dip. Don't act like a retail trader. I'm telling you right now, if you act like a retail trader, you're gonna get screwed. They'll slam you, right? Be professional if you're trying to make money in this market. Respect every penny and dollar you have, and do a lot of work. That it requires a lot of studying and work and understanding the markets. Okay, so that's all for today. Just be careful. Some of the people had the best day yesterday. It can happen again. On voice chat, we're very active because the pricing moves so fast, right? We type it out, and most of the times you can get lower fills than us, always, right? But if you're trying to scalp with us, voice chat is recommended if you can. And congrats to all of you guys. We're growing, and Pav, welcome. Our new mod, she was with us from the start. And just manage, guys. Just remember one thing: nobody knows what's going to happen in the market. We can only play level to level. We have more confirmations. God bless. See you guys back in the chat.